So today we'll be studying the beginning of the Russian people. So it begins with the Varangians, which were called, actually not called Rus. So yeah, the Varangians are the Vikings, and Rus can mean either the ones who row or just a subgroup of the Varangians, or could be how Sweden was called back then, but either way, we had the Varangians and we had a few other tribes, the Western Slavs, the Southern Slavs, and the Eastern Slavs. Well, the Southern Slavs became the Balkans. The Western Slavs are uh, the Czechs, the Slovaks, and others. And the Easterns were Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia, which was the White Rus Belarus. And so what happened is that this is around the 9th century. And in the 10th century, Nestor made the first chronicle. Nestor's first chronicle of the Russian people. And around 1200, so a century after, we have copies that we believe are copies of Nestor's chronicle, okay? And so it says that we have the Varangians, and the Varangians try to overcome the Eastern Slavs, but couldn't. They were pushed back to the oversea, and then what happened is that this is a very rich rich place because there's a lot of rivers, and they had war against each other, and they finally asked the Varangians to rule over them. But it was this Nestor was a descendant of Rurik, which was the guy that came from Varangia, from Rus, right, to reign over Novgorod. And so, yeah, you should take it with a grain of salt. And Novgorod means new city. Gorod is city. And so, yeah, they took it, and Rurik, he established his government there, and it was called Rus, the land of the Rus. And then he died, and who came after him was his son Oleg. And Oleg, he took from all the way from Novgorod to Kiev, and so he said that Kiev should be the mother of the Russian states. So was the Kievan Rus, or the Russian Kiev. And next video, we'll talk about a very important guy called Vladimir, and he converted to the Christianity. And we know the Vikings, they used to raid the cities on the coast, and the city on the coast were Christians, and they were pagans. And so this Vladimir, he converted to Christianity and helped in the Crusades. And also the Varangians, they used to traverse the whole continent. They made commerce with Constantinople and Baghdad. And so they would go through the Dnieper River all the way through the Caspian Sea, no, to the I don't know which sea this is. The Caspian, I guess is no. I think that this is the Black, and this is the Caspian. Just check. Yes, I'm right. This is Black Sea. Boy, this is the Black Sea. And they would go through the Dnieper River and the Black Sea all the way to Constantinople, or they would go from Novgorod all the way through the Volga, cross the Caspian Sea, and go to Baghdad. And this sea over here is called Sea of Azov, and this is the Mediterranean Sea. And we have like jewelry that fell from the Rus and the Varangians all over these places. So that's why they know that they traversed through these places over the river. It makes sense that they live almost like in the sea, and they are the ones who row the Rus. So it makes sense that they would go through the river. It's faster.